Hey, good morning, Comicsgate. What an incredible morning it is. I'm incredibly excited. There are no red curtains behind me. I'm in my office. I had to break away. I just had to break away to tell you guys I'm in the office now. Again, no red curtains there. But this is not behind the red curtains. This is still a secret place, another secret place. This is my work office. Actually, it's also where my son gets does homework and things like that. But anyway, hey, we actually made 100% goal. We hit the goal for College of the Dead. It's freaking amazing. I'm totally excited. I'm going to go ahead and share you guys to show you. I'm going to share the screen. It's going to be fantastic. Comicsgate's amazing, guys. It's amazing what we can do when we work together with the Comicsgate community. You know, Comicsgate is capable of doing just about anything. It's definitely capable of growing a lot more. I'm going to talk about that a lot in the future. Everybody is welcome to join Comicsgate as long as they believe in what Comicsgate is all about. God only knows what screen I'm sharing. I'm just so excited. I'm clicking every freaking button in front of me. So let me just take a look for a second. Um, Technically, that's the correct screen, but I don't think it's actually the one I meant to share. But hey, look at this. More than 100% thanks to Comicsgate. Comicsgate's incredible. Adam says, good on you, 100% funding for the second time. Absolutely, Adam. And I'll tell you what, it came quicker this time because I picked the right goal for what the size of my platform was. $3,000 was a reasonable goal, you know, and we were able to achieve it. It's fantastic. I had a huge amount of support from the Comicsgate community. I borrow ideas. That's the right thing to do. Just kind of mix them up and make them your own. I borrow ideas. I like that idea. Peter, great to see you. Great to see you. Vilened, great to see you. Vilened, thanks for all the extra help and retweets on Saturday. I noticed that it was really amazing. Peter, thank you so much for your help and your retweets too, man. I saw you out there helping to promote. I know you guys have probably seen the trailer, but I just want to play the trailer again in a minute. Hey, Ismail, how you doing? Great to see you, man. Thank you so much. I'll tell you, just this weekend has been an amazing weekend. Everybody who's been backing, I've been sending you guys an individual email to thank you, personal email, because I really appreciate you. I actually didn't do that the first time around, and I kind of like didn't even really know why. Like, why the hell not? I mean, you guys are amazing, and you definitely deserve an individual personal thank you for everybody who's backing. You guys have been fantastic. It really has been interesting. Let's just do a quick refresh and see where we're at so far. Okay. Let me see if I'm refreshing the right one. 104%, 3135. It's just amazing. It's just amazing to see the numbers go up. It's a thrill, guys. It's really, really fun. If you guys have any questions you want to hit me up with in the chat, go ahead, hit me up with questions. Of course, it's going to be kind of a quick stream today. I did put the link out to a few of the other guys, but everybody's always got stuff going on Monday morning. I have stuff going on Monday morning too, but I could not do a stream thanking you guys. Just so freaking amazing to be hitting the goal like this. And the book is completed. The final design is underway. I should have test prints within a couple weeks. We're definitely shipping this on time in June. Yeah, Ishmael's got to go to work, man. Hey, everybody's got to do what they got to do. Keep doing it. Oh, Peter, thank you for sharing the video on Facebook. I want to get this video out. We're going to get this video out to a lot more people. We're going to hit, when we, like me and anybody of you guys have the time, we're going to hit with this, just with the trailer even, we're going to hit the trailer video on all kinds of Facebook groups, all kinds of horror and Twitter sites and things like that. Everybody who sees this trailer, I get a huge positive response from, and that's all thanks to Ted Zagaro, who is an amazing video guy. And I give advice on what to do on campaigns and things like that. I advise highly to work with Ted. He gave me a really great rate of $250. Did the trailer, it came out great. I just want to play the trailer one more time, and then I want to show you who's trending #1 on Indiegogo. I think you're going to recognize us. Can we? Okay. This is what happens to me when I don't have Carlo Rowe. Guys, this is what happens when I don't have Carlo Rowe straightening me out and yelling at me constantly. He's an amazing help. So we're going to stop sharing the screen. We're going to share screen again. Jim O'Reilly, I want to be in touch with you. I want to follow up with you and talk to you, brother, and see how things have been going for you lately. I'll send you an email or get with you on Twitter. Comics on Indiegogo. Okay, let's just look. We're going to do the trailer properly. All right, we will. However, let's just first look at who is trending at number one all weekend, thanks to Comicsgate and thanks to you guys trending at number one. Now, I got Rockabilly Road Trip up on me. I got to watch out for that because War Campaign is pushing Rockabilly Road Trip. And if I know Ro Kabir a little bit, he'd be like, listen, we got to get Rockabilly Road Trip to number one. Forget these College of the Dead guys. So, let's be honest, there's no going up against War Campaign. We love War Campaign. I love War Campaign. But we can't let War Campaign push College of the Dead, out of there. Although I will say that Ro would drop $50,000 probably to get Rockabilly Road Trip pushed to number one if he had to, whatever it would take, because that's Ro. He's amazing. That said, we're still at number one. We're at 3135. It's really, really exciting. 105% funded, and I'm going to go ahead and try to share the correct screen this time. Play the trailer again, just because the trailer is I love the freaking trailer. I hope you guys like it. Blue Devil is absolutely killing it. I am going to be on with Raging Golden Eagle. I was supposed to be last night. He had some internet issues, and he's amazing. He's amazing. Oh, Tommy is really funny. Thanks, Peter, man. You can tell I'm like completely excited. Of course, probably losing people on the stream because I can't just play the trailer, but I will play the trailer. I will play the trailer. And Tommy, who's also Comics for Everyone on Twitter, promoting everyone, that Adam is bringing up top-notch boomerism. That's right. It's not the half-assed boomerism that you see from EVS. EVS is an amazing man, incredibly, incredibly talented, but nobody screws up tech like I screw up tech. So he's going to have to sit down and watch me do it. We're going to try it one more time. We're going to share what looks like to be the correct screen. You can't practice this even, guys. You can't practice, because what I would say to people is listen, just practice this so you can do it properly when it's time to do it. And the answer is you can't practice it because, when you're under the gun to do it the right way, it's too funny. But when you're under the gun to do it the right way, of course you can't do it the same way because it's a little bit of pressure, a little bit of excitement. But here we go. We're clicking on College of the Dead. I'm double checking and making sure you can see it. Yes, you can. We're going full screen. Are you going to be able to hear it? Hey, that's the excitement. Let's see. How about the sound effects that Ted got in there at the end? Pretty freaking amazing. Pretty freaking amazing. Guys, yeah, the comics, Look, let's go through some of the art too, man. The comics are going to look amazing in color. Everything I've seen on this book, I have not test printed books yet. And to me, I like to see what test printed books look like before we go forward and and deliver them. And then sometimes there are subtle changes you might make after seeing test prints of a book. Just to make sure, like, all right, well, maybe we should darken this and lighten this and things like that. But we're getting to that point now where I can just even do test prints because everything is done. This cover is taken off. People really like this cover, or people really like the cover, but like so one of my friends was like, I bought this, but if this comes to my house and my daughter sees it, she's going to think something's wrong with me. So I don't want her thinking something's wrong with me. So I'm just going to get the graduation cover. The graduation cover is the safe cover to buy. This one, if you don't want people to think like, well, why do you like stuff like this? But I mean, it's a zombie book. It's a sexy girl being attacked by zombies. Like, that's what happens in zombie movies, right? I mean, it's the way it's supposed to be. That's nature taking its course, I think. How could you avoid that? So, to me, it's completely the right thing to do to get, you get the covers that you like, and get one cover if that's what your budget is all about. Hey, Brian, absolutely great to see you. Congratulations to me. Well, congratulations to all of us in Comicsgate. She does look a little bit like Daisy Dukes. How about those ripped shorts? See, do I have a good artist or what? Like, he thinks about stuff like that. Do you know how much time we spent picking the right color for her for these shorts? Like, a lot of time. We tried several different tops as well to make sure it was like, hey, that's the right color top, and just everything was perfect. But yeah, the safest cover would be this cover. I don't think anybody can really blame you. Everybody kind of likes it. Teachers really like this cover too, guys. If you have any friends that are teachers, show them that image. If you can afford it, of course, get them a copy and let them see that thing. They would love it. But at least share the image to them. They'll be like, hey, what the hell is that? And you can point them to the Indiegogo. And then the easy link to remember for us is collegeofthedead.com. It'll go right to this listing. And this one is sexy and fun too, but I don't hate to say I have a favorite cover, but like, yeah, I mean, every cover is my favorite cover. Every time Javier does another cover, that's the issue with this thing. He's great. We have a great working relationship. And if you're ever working with other artists or writers, whatever, never have a standoffish creative relationship. Never have it be something where you can't really just talk openly with the person and you're kind of either you're shy or you two just don't click or something like that. Just really make sure you're working with people who you get along with, because man, that's when you can just do some fantastic work where everybody's work is just better. People have been interested in this ash can. We don't have it. This is the ash can from book 1. We don't have an ash can yet for book 2. But I say yet because I think in a couple of weeks we're going to have to announce one because people are really interested in the ash can. They kind of love to see how the story came together. And of course, the art book. A couple of people have asked if they can order just the art book, and I did do those orders separately. We let people do that. The interior art. I was so surprised that it wound up looking this good in color. But again, it's a lot of thanks to Kyle Ritter that helped us with the color design and adding like the mist and stuff like that. You really need that. You really need somebody like Kyle who can kind of look at something and just set it in the right direction. But once he set us in the right direction and gave us good feedback, we kind of knew how we wanted to color this. A lot of people are asking me too, are we going to do like a color version of the first book now? And I'm thinking about it. I am thinking about it because I kind of want everything to be uniform. I want everything to be color. Yeah, doesn't the color pop? Thanks, Metal. The color really looks great. You can answer the Liam question about zombie rules with the ash can. Right, Liam Gray was really helpful yesterday. He came on to stream. His book Xenotype is a great book. It looks beautiful, 200 pages in full color. It's like a monster, that book. But Liam was asking me some questions. He's like, hey, what are your zombie rules and details like that? And the story is so fast paced that those aren't really relevant to be in the story. So we know what we're going for, but it's just not a part of the story, so you don't see it. Kind of like, this girl, over here with the necklace. Like, where is her dad right now? Like, well, her dad's not in the story, so it's not until something is relevant, you're not going to see it. Otherwise, it just kind of clutters up the story. I thought putting in 6 pages was a good idea, and I want to tell you something too. Like a great campaign is Monster MD. That's what kind of gave me the idea to show the pages without the word balloons. They're more interesting to look at. I realize, like, if you don't have the word balloons, kind of like you see like the production process a little bit, and it's more mysterious. And that's also actually Ted Zagaro also did our graphic design for the listing images, which I think is a big improvement over our previous listing images. And I hope you guys agree. It's just so fun putting this stuff together, guys. It's just incredible. I'm like really psyched. Somebody in the chat had an interesting we had a bunch of interesting recommendations yesterday. If you guys saw the stream, it's actually still up. I like to keep the streams up, so I'm going to tend to do that. Oh yeah, this is Xenotype. Guys, check out Xenotype. It is very impressive. Liam is working really hard. He's an excellent writer. Yeah, thanks, Metal. You know, it's most of my ideas. I mean, I get some great ideas, I do, but a lot of the ideas come from people just asking or suggesting or mentioning things like, "Hey, had you thought about this?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, I mean, yeah." Mark Maz, who helped me, he's so helpful. Helped me on the color, color, a lot of the graphic design for the stuff early on. And Mark Maz, the graphic designer, who actually also designed the original Cyberfrog logo for Ethan. So we work with great people. Mark Maz was a huge help in getting a design done for the College of the Dead books, as was JJ Jackson, who was part of Valiant. She's a good friend of mine and helps me with books. Yesterday's stream was a real killer. Good that we didn't actually kill anybody. Stop praising the Aussie so much. No, I mean, look, he was really helpful on the stream. The thing is, it's just important to recognize people make, and you're just probably joking anyway, Justin, but it is important to recognize when people help. Yeah, here's where ideas that people had. Tommy, thanks for that. College of the Dead spring break, College of the Dead Christmas vacation, maybe, I don't know. Full year, big game, full year of college. All right, I'm lost on that, but spring break, that was a pretty cool idea, and it plays to my sensibilities. And with College of the Dead, Justin's funny. With College of the Dead, I was really thinking like, there's no reason that there couldn't be like a lot of different casts of College of the Dead, and we could continue to follow them as long as you guys are interested in the stories, and as long as people like them and they want to support them. So, the idea originally with College of the Dead, after I came up with it, I was like, oh my God, I could do College of the Dead Miami. I could do College of the Dead like Texas State. And these are all different kinds of people. You can have all different groups of students, a lot of different ways of handling it, but kind of the same aesthetic of being on a college campus. So I don't know. We'll have to get more feedback on that. Maybe we'll do some conceptual ideas. But man, I do want to do a College of the Dead spring break. So I'm going to say about 95% chance we're doing College of the Dead spring break for book 3. This book is scheduled to ship in June 2020, College of the Dead book 2, and graduation day, and even June 26th, really. That's my scheduled ship date, and we're going to make that date or beat that date, guaranteed, which is easy for me to say because the whole damn book is done. But I want to do 2 College of the Dead color 48-page books every 6 months because, that's what I kind of tell everybody. Like, there's no reason we can't get on a schedule and have sequels, because we all, if we like the book, right, we all want to see more. Tell me the next story. When Ethan Van Sciver suggested he was going to do Cyberfrog first, and then he was going to do Rainbow the Brute. Rainbow the Brute's an exciting concept, but people do want to see. We all want to see more Cyberfrog, and I know people really enjoyed College of the Dead 1. They wanted to see College of the Dead 2, and I know they're going to like the story here, and they're going to want to see College of the Dead 3 as soon as possible. And that's my job to make it happen. Keep on a schedule, keep getting the word out. And I really do suggest that to people is if you're going to do comics, it's hard to get people interested. Hey, Blackout. It's hard to get people interested in comics. College of the Dead Greek Week. That is pretty good too. I don't know. I don't think I can resist spring break, man. What if the world was to end next year and I didn't do a spring break comic? I have to do spring break. We also don't really let you know in either of College Dead Book 1 or Book 2 where that college campus is located. So there's nothing to say that, it isn't in a warm climate. Um, oh, the amazing Carlo Rowe. Carlo Rowe.
Hey, hear me?
He is
Yeah.
Carl. You guys probably know Carl's the creator of Death Sworn. Um, Unbelievable, successful Indiegogo campaign. But he's also my nemesis. So he's always there to tell me what I'm doing wrong. And hey, I occasionally find something he's doing wrong, or I just tease him about something. Carl, did you see how badly I screwed up playing my trailer earlier?
No, no, I only got in.
Oh, you
I
would have
only
loved
saw
it.
you went live, and then I went to watch it,
Yeah,
and then
man.
I was like, "Oh, he's been rambling for 20 minutes on his own."
Yeah, about nothing. But hey, we keep getting more people, probably because you just jumped in. Guys, if you could share the stream, that would be great. And just put Carl's a hashtag, Twitter handle in there. People go nuts for Carl. All the girls, especially. If I was a jealous person, Carl, I'd be like, they're all the girls are saying that he's cute. Nobody says Adam Post is cute. They have no idea, Carl. They
Yeah,
have
you
no
can, you can
idea.
work on it. Get some, get that shampoo that has a bit of dye in it. You can trim your eyebrows a bit. You
Hmm.
can shape up a bit.
What do you think? Go all black with my hair?
No, but you can get like that tint in shampoo,
Yeah,
right? So it's not
maybe
really hair dye, but
just
it'll give a tint to it.
just for men. The
Yeah.
just for men shampoo.
I
Yeah.
used to dye my hair when I used to dye my hair like Superman black. And
Why? That was just the cool thing the kids were doing.
I don't know. I just kind of did it. And it was weird because I have like brown hair, but my eyebrows and shit are like super black. So when I dyed my hair black, it looked like real intense. But it was Superman black. So it was like when the light shined on it, had like that comic book blue highlight.
Oh wow.
So yeah, it was like comic book here. It was like whenever there was a light, like where it was shiny, it was blue.
Interesting. So that's a real thing. That's a real effect.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's called like blue black or some fucked up name.
Yeah, because I've always kind of seen it drawn, but I've never really. Maybe I'm not living a wild enough life, but I've never really seen it in real life that people's black hair kind of shine blue. I was always like, why the hell are they doing that in Superman? But they do it. It works. So you're saying it's a real thing, man? Carlo Rowe will just school you on all kinds of stuff all the time.
I'll screw you on like metrosexual hair dye any day
School
of the
you,
week.
school you. He said school, guys, not screw. He said school. Be careful about Carlo Rowe. You never know. We don't know. Who knows what he's up to out there in Ireland? Could be anything. Um, Carl, so you saw we got 100% plus funded.
Yeah, I was wondering what time was that done in?
Well, last night I went on Oh, how long was the duration?
Yeah.
Less than 48 hours because we
Oh, that's
launched it.
great.
Yeah, man, because we launched clumsily, of course, uh, after 1 o'clock on Saturday.
Yeah, I was told from the beginning that you launched during the week.
Checkpoint heard screw, not, yeah, well, I know. We got to watch out for Carl. He just woke up. Okay. Stop. Okay. I gotta stop clicking on these things. Yeah, man. No, we launched on Saturday, a little after 1 o'clock, even though I didn't email anyone to let them know we were launching. And we launched it. Then eventually we did email people. Um, it was
And
a
that did
proper.
pump you up.
Oh, absolutely. It had to, because I told these people I was going to let them know when I was launching. I really meant to, Carl.
Yeah, and
Uh,
you didn't it was just you sent them out a link to the regular fucking page, right? Like the regular Indiegogo.
well, yeah, yeah. When we did email it, finally, you Wenger found that we were trending #1 on Indiegogo, which we actually still are trending #1 on Indiegogo. which is freaking pretty cool. It's just
See,
good.
if you want to get more people in on the mailing list, you have to offer shit, you know.
Yeah, you got to
So
work
like,
it. Now,
yeah, think of it. I just thought of it as like this is the people joining the fan club mailing list, and I have
yeah,
to turn it back into that thing, and maybe offer some other things. Maybe can keep offering like special shit throughout the campaign, you know,
yeah,
like secret
yeah,
stuff or whatever.
yeah. Provide them special links and things like that.
But yeah,
Yeah.
you should definitely have a mailing list perk specifically for them. And then what the cool thing is because
Oh,
it's
the
just
great John Malin. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah, Carl, that's actually an effing brilliant idea. The great John Malin.
Hi, everyone.
It's an honor to see you, my friend.
Yeah, congrats to you and your team, Adam.
Oh, thank you, man.
Mhm.
Thank you. Thanks to Comicsgate and everybody promoting and the discipline, and everybody has just been terrific. Everybody's been terrific, and I appreciate you taking the minute. Yeah, it was really neat. Carl helped me launch on Carl and Adam Friend did, and Wenger helped me launch on Saturday. We launched at like 1 o'clock, and John, it is an incredible lesson because I'm sharing my publishing experience with people because I have publishing experience prior to Comicsgate, and also my recent Comicsgate learnings over the last year or so. I didn't realize that with a pre-launch email that it does. Those people don't automatically get notified once the campaign goes live. so it was Carl and Wenger are like, hey, wait a minute, man. You are trending #1 on Indiegogo. And you need to email those people manually. So, yeah, man. So what I did was, Carl was great. Carl screenshotted for me that it was #1, and sent that over, the #1 trending, and then whatever Wenger did it or whatever it was, but these guys like covered for me for a few minutes while I got into an email client and was able to email the mailing list and let these guys know, and also let them know that we were trending #1, which was kind of cool. Yeah, I got to do it.
It's weird that it doesn't notify people.
Yeah, isn't that odd?
Yeah, like that makes it sound like more work.
Well, I mean, like it would, yeah, but it's also like when they sign up, Indiegogo doesn't use mailing list. If people sign up to a mailing list, I don't know if it's you can follow a campaign, because I think if you follow a campaign, you get all the notifications for it. In a way, you can click like the love heart on campaigns, but that's only for live campaigns as well. So I don't know, it's a weird thing.
John, Carl was just talking about an interesting approach. I know he was explaining how, he did a secret perk or whatnot, which I know a lot of people do. But Carl was saying he looks at that list like his fan club. And he just suggested now something I've never heard before, which is like, what if we were to offer just extra special things while even the campaign was running, just to those people? Right, Carl?
Yeah.
Could you explain it, Carl? Because you're like the ninja.
Like stretch goals?
No, not even for stretch goals. Just like the people that follow Graveyard Shift that want to be on the list, that want to be notified, that sign up through a pre-launch campaign. Here's in Carl's mind, those are your hardcore fans. They are your fan club. Not only do they need a secret perk and some special deal, but then when the campaign is running, we can continue to communicate with those people and thank them with special things like a fan club, right, Carl?
Yeah, and the other cool thing is when the campaigns are starting to get like huge, like John's and Ethan's and stuff would be huge. It'd be harder to manage, but you can limit all the the second you cut off your pre-sign up page, you have that they're the only emails you're going to be using this for, and so you limit it to that number so that like no one's going to send it around. No one's they have an invested interest in keeping it secret, because if someone takes their spot, it means that they miss out their chance of getting that perk as well, because the second it runs out.
You know what, guys? Like maybe trading cards could really be a currency for us somehow too, because I know Ethan's doing something great with he's giving out a free trading card for signing up to the email list for the pre-launch campaign for Wreck Planet, and then that will be delivered like you're a backer, and he will reconcile that you were on that list and the pre-launch list, and that's cool. And I know Ethan mentioned he's spending a lot of money to get trading cards printed with his current printer. And sometimes Ethan gets his numbers wrong, but he was saying he paid $600 for like 1,000 cards. But Eric Weathers gave us Primo Print, and I did a video about that, and they're like $45 for 1,000 cards. So it's it's really reasonable in terms of rates. And maybe Carl, how would we do that? We would have a secret perk, like
for what I did for my my secret perk, I called it like sworn fan. So if you signed up, you were a sworn fan, and that meant that you could get the secret perk at launch. And it was just it was the featured tier, but it had an exclusive sticker, which is the patch. But it's like the image that's used in the patch design is like I turn it into a sticker, and what's it? One of the acrylic standees as well. So, and then I was like, I gave away like the sticker for free, and then that's the perk that all those people that were on that list came in on, and then it's limited as well. It's like it really is exclusive for those people.
Yeah, we gotta maybe look into it a little bit more, and just maybe we can, Carl, I don't know if you have time to give that some thought, because God, you'd help everybody if we can figure out what's a logical way. I think it's great to do something different every time, obviously, but routine makes something manageable. And in terms of fulfillment, obviously we can stick them in with the orders when they go out. So
there's guys like Raging Golden Eagle that he had a mailing list perk, but it was just a discount, and for most of the time, what I saw was people on his campaign on his stream were saying like, "Oh, I got the link, but I just bought at the main tier." So did I. Like I signed up just before it went live, and I didn't even look at the mailing list. I went straight to the main book because I knew it was just a discount. I knew it wasn't extra stuff, So I think it's way better to give something small for like the same rather than cut down your price of it.
You know what, Carl, I don't know what the minimum price that they'll allow you to charge for something on Indiegogo. We could figure that out. What is it, $5? It's still a little high. We have to figure out what we could do, because if there was
$5.
Well, we could check. No, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm saying, for us to offer that as a special perk and have people keep buying it, even with zero shipping, that's a little pricey.
No, but it's not like for the initial. The mailing list perk is there to get you over that hump, to get you funded like straight away. That's the point of it. They're the people that are going to come in and get day one, and they're excited for it to launch, and they want to push it forward. Like that's the first month for me on that Sworn. It was all that Sworn fan perk that pushed me over. Do
you remember? Well, you wouldn't remember, Carl, because you're a young man, but John probably remembers. Valiant did this. Valiant did a couple of amazing things. Jim Shooter's Valiant 1.0. One of the things they did was they had gold editions of their covers, like a gold foil logo. And the only way to get those books was for a retailer or a fan to do really something special promoting Valiant books. So people would compete and send pictures in and be like, look at this cool display in my store. And if it was cool enough, you got a free gold logo. And then on the secondary market, those things are worth a fortune. You couldn't buy them for money.
Yeah, you're talking about referral competitions. They already have them on Indiegogo.
Yeah, wow. I wasn't aware of that from back in the day, but
yeah, Valiant had those gold things. And the other thing,
I remember all the gold covers and foil and all that stuff. I don't remember. I wasn't a big Valiant guy, so
yeah, I just loved what they were doing in terms of the continuity, and then we were publishing our own universe a little after that and stuff. But the other thing that Valiant did that was consumer oriented was the coupon deal, which people went nuts for that, where they were cutting out coupons. But maybe like if there was a way that fans could support us and they could earn collecting a specific unique trading card set or something.
Well, that's what I wanted to get back to was your guys talk about the trading card, but I was waiting for a moment to hop in there. And, the biggest thing for me on trading cards is I really think the way to go is someone, and it's not going to be me, but somebody out there who actually understands gameplay and all that is going to have to design a game along the lines of Magic the Gathering or something like that. And we're all going to have to get a uniform template, and everybody is going to produce their own cards and their own whatever. In Magic, it's mana, I believe. So I think that's really kind of the way to go, because trading cards by themselves, they're nice to look at, but then they become useless.
Not functional.
Yeah, but if it actually is a playable thing, then I mean, like if we do like even like the CG Con next year, you know, hey, if there's enough of these out there, might be able to get an actual match together with some of these cards. It might be fun.
That would be badass, and that would also send a lot of CG people in between each other's campaigns. Because if you wanted all the graveyard shift, you wanted the Deathsworn character, you got to be part of the Deathsworn campaign. And maybe even a promoter of that campaign. You know, maybe that's how you get like the super fan thing. Yeah, I've heard people talk about before around CG. I don't know who's credible that knows how to do that gameplay stuff, but that's a findable thing. So I'll write it down. Maybe there's somebody we can find and we can see. That would be really great. I think Ethan's talked about the game he has going with Cyberfrog. Or they're making some game with Cyberfrog. That's part of what he's doing all the art for. And I thought he said
we need something that because I mean, even the backs have to match. I mean, because you don't want your opponent to know what cards you have. And if you see a Cyberfrog card in there, you know, that's going to start narrowing things down.
So like John, the back design match. You're saying
you need the same template for everything.
Yeah, like there's a difference between Magic cards and like your regular trading cards that are like your regular like Marvel style ones that's like art on one side and then like stats and figures on the other. It's different from like Magic where it's a proper tournament style game where you have to like hide your cards, you know. Yeah, I mean it's weird. There's a huge there is like a huge community out there of people that make their own sort of playing card games, like tournament card games, and like companies that's the weird thing for me is that it's hard for me to find a trading card printer locally or in the UK that's just for trading cards, like the types I'm going for. But there's all like playing card deck makers, like they'll make a whole deck in this certain thing, or they'll round the corners and all this shit, you know.
Yeah,
but like a regular printer.
And that's really the trick with printing playing cards or printing trading cards is you really want someone that does that all day long, because there are always like these little aesthetics to producing products that it's just too expensive and troublesome if people are not in the business to do it all the time. When it's routine, it works well. And I tell people that all the time with getting comics printed. For the love of God, like use a printer that's done comics before, because they're gonna make mistakes. You know, even the most well-meaning guys, like happened with the Solo book, was just nobody intended anything bad. It's just the guy didn't know comics, so it was hard on very hard on the creator and very hard on even the printer to try to fix it. Who knows? I'm sure they'll work that out. But in any event, yeah, the Primo print. I mean, just even shipping them though overseas probably wouldn't be too bad, Carl.
Yeah, but I kind of screwed myself over because I picked 5 cards, so I have to do 5 cards. So that means that the shipping just gets up and up when you get into the numbers I'm putting them at. If I did 1, I could go with Primo print, no problem.
Well, how many did you promise total? Like, you owe it to 300 people or
5 cards for like it's a stretch goal, so it's everyone.
Oh, it's stretch goal. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I'd rather do extra cards than like a bookmark or something.
Let's take a look at Deathsworn while we're at it. See how Deathsworn's going. Because I was going to ask you how many backers you had, and it's easy to just take a look. Deathsworn.
It's like closing in on 800, I think.
Oh man, it's a lot. Well earned. Everybody loves Deathsworn. You don't love Deathsworn, you don't like ice cream.
Who doesn't like ice cream?
A couple of people, but you got to watch out for those people. Man, 771 backers.
Oh, it's a bit lower than 800. Oh, now I'm sad.
No, that's a lot.
It's nothing. It's nothing compared to 800. What are you talking about?
That's nothing compared to 800. I wonder if the music would play if I played this trailer. I haven't seen this trailer in a while. All right, Carl, this is your chance to yell at me for my audio not working if it doesn't work. So let's, you know what I'm saying? There's always an opportunity for you to straighten me out. All right, let's go. Deathsworn time.
No, that music is not playing.
Oh, I can hear it. It's just really,
Yeah, it's really awful.
yeah.
It's like playing through Adam's speaker.
Yeah.
It's playing through my speaker.
Yeah, or
Okay.
something.
Damn it.
It's no good.
Deathsworn. Deathsworn.
So
Sorry.
stop the screen share, then
Redo it.
hit it again. Make sure you hit share audio and click on the Chrome tab.
We have to do this every time with Adam. He's like
Yeah,
he's
but
like,
you know,
it's
after
like if you
100
leave like your granddad with Alzheimer's at home for a weekend, you have to
Yeah,
like
that-
write notes for everything.
Yeah, that's good though. You don't forget if you write notes for everything.
I
do it all
wish
the
there was
time.
like a post-it note version for
All right.
StreamYard. that
You know,
we could
Carl, because you said that, and I was trying to think of something else funny to say, I screwed up again. So I'm going to do it right this time. Good Lord. Here we go. Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. All right. Chrome tab, Deathsworn, and click share audio. I finally figured out how to use my whatever.
You
that
have it
is,
muted,
that blue mic.
so watch
Yeah.
out for that.
Well, see, if you just help Grandpa a little bit. Hey, watch out for that step. Watch out for that step where you're walking, brother. All right, here we go. Very impressive, Carl.
Thank you.
Guys, it's still available, so definitely take a look at backing Deathsworn. It's Carl's working his mind out on it and making everything perfect on it.
Yeah.
And make sure you guys are aware. It's like my mission in life, Carl. Make sure that everyone's aware. There's a manga ashcan that's part of Deathsworn that everybody should know about. It's a very, very cool looking book. It's its own separate book. It's not really an ashcan. To me, it's not. Well, everybody calls ashcan whatever they want, and mine are wrong. But Carl's is beautiful. It's its own separate, beautiful manga book. 46 pages. And Carl, that one's going to be a little smaller, like a manga, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be about A5 size. So if you get like regular copy paper, fold it over once. That's the size of it. So it's around. Some mangoes are that size. Some of them are like a bit thinner. But it's gonna fit like that. And it's cool. It's like a prologue. It's almost like a deleted scene from the beginning. You know, you don't need it, and it doesn't have the exposition or the explanation that comes in the book that sets up everything, but it is like this prologue that comes before it, this really cool, hardcore, super violent, super creepy book.
It's canon too. Like there's continuity there. Like you don't need it to go. Okay.
No, yeah, it's a complete continuity. You don't need it, but it's like a prologue.
Very cool.
It leads up directly into the beginning of book one, like straight up into it.
How is that going? Do you have a lot of that finished too on the ashcan?
Yeah, I'm about a third of the way through that. So once I get to finish up this last set of colors for book one, then I'm going straight back into the ashcan. And then once those are done, they start getting lettering, and then I'll be working on the final cover. I'm gonna fix some stuff up on the ashcan cover, and just recolor some stuff, and then yeah, It's all gonna be
Fantastic.
golden. So it shouldn't be
Fantastic.
too
Yeah,
long.
this
We're in like the
we're-
final marathon stages of this monster now.
Can people get the ash can by itself?
If you already backed, you can,
Okay, if you're already
but
back.
there's no way to just buy it on its own.
Okay. Tucson comic plus the ash can. Cool. Yeah, I hope people get they kind of understand that it's available and they get it.
Yeah, and I think Ashcan as well sort of was a bad move. I came up
Slight
with
misnomer.
Yeah, I came up with a better. They're going to be called one shots from now on, and I came up with a
good.
cool logo. It's going to be ways. I think I already have the logo somewhere because I made it like crosshairs on a gun, you know, like a one shot.
It looks like John John dropped out. We talked too much. No, John probably had to do something, but it was really great that John took a minute to come in and spend some time with us. It's exciting times when your campaign's launching and you're hustling and letting people know about it. It's really great.
Okay, here, look. This was the I'm sharing screen. This was just like I kind of fake share my screen there for a second.
Yeah, man. There it is. Add to stream. Boom.
Yeah, this was just like a false cover for the preview that I sent out. There's a 10-page preview, fully lettered, of the Ashcan in the updates. You can go down and download it, or you can watch online. So yeah, that's what they're going to be called from now on.
One shot. Very cool, guys. If you're crazy enough to have not backed Deathsworn, you must back Deathsworn. And also, while you're there, back College of the Dead. Let's keep College of the Dead going.
Good College of the Dead.
Yeah, or Carl's going to come visit you from Ireland. Unpleasantly. He's going to make it a very unpleasant visit. He seems like a great guy, but that's only his like artist personality. He comes to visit. It's probably like a mess. Right, Carl? Like a disaster.
Huh? What?
Do you go through people's stuff when you visit their house?
No. I'm fucking no, I'm really awkward. I hate that stuff. I hate like having to stand in the corner of someone's house or I hate it. I really hate that.
That's great. Oh no, yeah, now John can clarify. Mr. Malin.
Blue screen of death. It strikes again.
Sorry, brother.
Every day. I mean, it happens to me daily now. So,
wow.
It seems to be taking longer to actually recover now. But oh well.
Is this
I said it the other day. I have to just get out to Best Buy and have them look at it because it's pretty much brand new. So
wow. Yeah, because something is going to happen. Something terrible will happen. The computer will warn us, and like if we don't heed the warning, it's something terrible happens. How many hard drives? I mean, I've lost must be 15 hard drives, 14 of which were like painful to lose over the years. It's just like, well, your stuff's gone now, so now I just try to upload stuff as much as I can to like back it up and stuff. But there's always going to be stuff that's lost.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got 2 or 3 computers, just stored away in my basement, stuff from 20 years ago. Like a lot of stuff. Like I know there's cool stuff on there that I just really want to look at again, because I just vaguely remember it, but I was like, oh yeah, that was some cool stuff I was doing, man. And it's locked away on some broken down hard drive. Maybe I'll be able to get it one day. I'm not tech savvy enough to do it. And,
me neither, because it's like you must call one of your drives a master and the other one the slave. Which, it's like you set your drive to slave and you plug it in. I'm like, this is too freaky for me, and I'll blow up my whole computer. So, what I do is I take the hard drive out of the computer, I put it on a shelf, and then about roughly 5 or 6 years later, I throw it away.
Yeah. Yeah, see, even that sounds too complicated for me. I just have the entire computers down there.
Yeah. If you bring it to them, the kids know how to mess with that stuff.
I don't even disconnect the monitors.
Wow, you don't disconnect?
I'm kidding.
Okay, yeah, that we all have to do that. It's legal. Yeah. John, I love Ted Zagaro, and I'm thinking about getting into a deeper relationship with him. Like we could run away. Yeah, we could run away together practically because what he did for me. Yeah, he actually is a good-looking guy, but but I'm not into that stuff. But what he did for me on this trailer, man, I love what he did on the trailer. And I keep recommending now Ted out to everybody is like, just give him his $250. And he said, no problem with letting people know what his fee is. So I just tell people, if you want a solid trailer, he's got a great ear. He's got a great eye. Did you get to see my trailer yet, John?
No, I haven't. But yeah, like
I'd love to
yeah, and Ted approached me about that too. So yeah, I'm definitely keeping him in mind.
Cool.
I have to see what, because I've made all my trailers in the past. These are a lot more flashy.
You know what it is like, John, I got cheap when I was doing my first campaign. It wasn't just cheap. I was just like rushing to get it done. You know how it is. You're like, all right, I just want to launch. And it's like, okay, but I didn't even have any kind of trailer on my first campaign. And then Ethan was everybody in Comicsgate. It's like you get to Comicsgate, it's like welcome home. Everyone treats you fantastic. So Ethan wound up having me on his show. I didn't have a trailer even. I had nothing to show. And then I also had no YouTube experience. So it was hard. Like Ethan makes everyone interesting, and he did so great with me, and he was so generous with me, just like coming up with interesting ways of describing me and just introducing me to his audience. And it went great. But how many people like didn't get to see a decent presentation because I was not prepared to launch and I forced it, just so many opportunities lost. This time feels like everything's in place though. So yeah, I want to play this trailer. You tell me what you think. And all credit to Ted for working so hard on this.
Okay. Yeah, that's great.
Zombie trailer, man, right?
Yeah, guys, I tell everyone this all the time, so I'll just say it so I'm consistent. Do voiceovers. So when you do get an opportunity, like say you're on Ethan's to show your trailer, just imagine this: let the video do the pitch for you. Right? Yeah, I mean, build your pitches right into your campaigns and that the audio experience, because every time you just show text, like that's time you could just be showing art. And the voiceover, it doesn't interfere with what you're looking at all. It's an information bomb that you're dropping in a minute and a half.
It's true. A lot of people are only going to get to see the trailer. So if someone
if you're on live with Ethan and you're choking on your pitch, it's nice to have a nice pitch ready. So you could just be like, how about we show the video? Because it's all built in there. Let it cover your ass.
Yeah.
So, but over and over and over again, I see people's trailers and they never put voiceovers on there. And not never, but 9 out of 10 times there's no voiceover on there. And it's got decent music, but it's really just background music. You put a voiceover on there, and it could be a nice pitch device.
Hello,
Ethan.
Fellas. Hi,
Good
am
morning.
I echoing? Do I sound okay?
You sound great.
Oh, good. Yeah, because I'm not wearing headphones right now, so I didn't want to F you guys over. Congratulations, Adam.
Ethan, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
It's awesome.
It's and I was telling guys like that you were so helpful getting me into Comicsgate and getting people just being aware that I was doing stuff and doing the first College of the Dead comic. And then I was just telling the guys how like I didn't have any kind of trailer. I had nothing to show. I had like one static image, which was a cool image by colored by Kyle. But War Campaign helped me out with the first trailer after I had been on the show a couple times. And like people, you lose an opportunity if you're not prepared to really talk about your book and promote it. And you make everyone look interesting. You made me look interesting, even though I was totally nervous going on your show and all YouTube shows. But yeah,
so
man.
we could just figure out how to make John Malin interesting. That would be good.
I think John's not. What you do is you have Cecil on drunk.
Yeah.
And that always works.
Hi, John.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah, no, I'm good, doing good.
Hi, Carlo, bro.
Hey.
We love Carl. Carl helped me launch on. Yeah. So guys, it was really great. We launched on Saturday at a little after 1:00 and fully funded by today before 48 hours. And even more exciting in a little bit of a way was being able to be #1 trending on Indiegogo. For comics.
Congrats on that.
Yeah, we got to push the other guys out of the way a little bit. So that was awesome. And all thanks to Comicsgate and the continued support of people. So I didn't even know that you have an email launch list, and you get the pre-launch list on Indiegogo. They apparently don't notify people when you launch.
So they don't notify people? What do you mean? Explain that.
Carl, will you explain it? Because you taught me.
Okay, yeah. When people sign up for your mailing list, like that just goes into a file for you. That Indiegogo has nothing to do with it. So yeah. Some people think that when you launch, Indiegogo will email all those people, and that's the point of it. But it's not. It's for you to build your own and put it through a mail client or whatever.
What do you do? Like MailChimp? What do you guys?
Yeah, you can do MailChimp. Some people are angry at MailChimp because they
canceled Stefan Molyneux.
Yeah.
And they canceled him. There are other options, but Stefan Molyneux, someone, SJWs went after Stefan Molyneux. They saw he was with MailChimp. They went after MailChimp and said, oh, he's, an evil man, whatever they say to get people screwed over. And they were like, oh, thanks for bringing that to our attention. And they canceled its account. Mm-hmm. So it's a good reason to not do business with them. But you can always just put in Google, like, alternatives to MailChimp. And of course, other companies come up. But what I would say is, yeah, absolutely. Now is the time it could be, I use MailChimp. It could be MailChimp, at least for now. You import your list, but to send them emails out, you want to use a separate private domain name. So, whatever, cyberfrog@cyberfrog.com, whatever it's going to be. And that's for them screening the email, utilizing so there's a couple of steps. It's not that complicated, but there's a couple of steps that could take like a couple of days to just kind of sort through. Because I had my email list ready. I imported it. I told people, hey, we're launching in 2 days. And I emailed it 2 days before and, learned the process. And then it was just like Carl reminding me on Saturday, like, hey, man, you launched. Indiegogo is not going to tell them you launched, even though you'd think like, why the hell wouldn't they? But they kind of don't and didn't. So the guy, Carl, covered for me on stream while I went and did it live. I was like, all right, let me do this carefully, and was able to email them out, hey, we're now live. But yeah, we need to do that. When we collect lists, we need to manually send them out. And let's use MailChimp because it just works until we find an alternative.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I'm not sure if I don't know anything about it. I'm building a list. I've got thousands of people lined up. And it's great. I mean, it's really, really encouraging. I'm gonna ask for help. I'll have Andrea figure out. Andrea can figure out how to make an email list. I don't know, but
well, that's cool because you can really design it. Like I design mine when it goes out. It's all like spacey and there's all like the images and the click-ons to get to the different campaigns or whatever. So you can design it and make it look really cool and fun and engage people with it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's badass. It's not just like an email with a link or whatever, You can make it like a proper web page.
Yeah, see, that's all Greek to me. I'm sure it simplifies your life at some point, but man, it really seems like it complicates everything. I just do the updates. I just update.
Just old.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
was campaigns.
the first like couple weeks into the campaign, I was every time I updated, I would send the same. I would just copy and paste the update into the mailing list because I knew that there was people that were still waiting to get in. But then once I saw the mailing list perk die out, I was like, okay, that's no one is coming from that mailing list anymore. You know, they either got that mailing list perk or they got a cheaper perk, and they're already on the updates. You know.
Yeah. People were telling me that I should start one and call it the mailing list.
Oh,
and, of course.
That would catch people's attention. The mailing list.
And then every time you guys are out there talking about the mailing list, they're going to keep hearing the mailing list.
Oh, and that would be another contest you would win. But this even
they'll be like, "Wow, John's really inspirational."
Yeah, you guys. You could just you could do promo videos or educational videos on just the mailing list. How to get your own mailing list.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some other pros do it that don't even do crowdfunding, and they like want people to join their newsletter. You know.
Yeah, I mean, so, in my other business, it's true. Like once you have relationships with people don't, if they mind being on an email list, they let you know. But the other people kind of don't. There's some people I just don't even talk to. It's just once a month. If I'm looking for business for my call center business, I just send an email that's a template email that says, "Hey, we're getting scheduled for next month, so go ahead and let us know if you need something." And people just like that kind of not everybody, but a lot of people like that kind of just simple correspondence of email. And it's who John J. Scott Campbell has this insane mailing list.
Yeah, well, he actually has a business, like those variant covers that he does. Like he sells them through his store. So I mean, he's not doing crowdfund like we are, but yeah, he's definitely, that list is functional.
Yeah, he did one cool cover, like some Mary Jane cover. I was like, I love this cover. I'm not buying it, but I love the image. I'm going to save this as reference. And I signed up for J. Scott Campbell's email list. He emails me like twice a day sometimes. It's just like I have more correspondence with him than I have with like a lot of clients. I'm like, wow. I mean, and the thing is, if you don't want the emails, you can always turn it off. But just for research purposes, to sign up to his list is a damn good idea. Just kind of see how they're formatting and what they're doing, but he's got to be generating revenue off of that. Just keeping people in the loop who want to know what he's doing. Like, oh, there's a new thing going on with with this guy. Oh, cool. I want to be in on it. So just have the email list. Hey, Eric, great to see you, man.
Hey, Adam. Congrats.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Really exciting. God bless Comicsgate for supporting and getting the word out there and letting people know about it. And I appreciate everybody taking time too to be on the stream.
Yeah.
Just to be able to fund in 48 hours. It's not an enormous goal, but that was the right goal for me. 3,000 was the right goal for me. And now it's all more success from there. And
what's the difference compared to last time?
The other goal. Oh, good question.
How long did it take you to hit 3,000 last time?
I have no idea, but it was a scary time because I was just basically I was dumb about it. I got good advice that my goal should be, if I didn't have a good platform, no matter how cool the book is or what the price is or how many pages it is, do not go for more than $3,000 because you're going to struggle to get it. I went for $5,000. I did a flexible goal. I had a lot of generous exposure from Comicsgate, and you could just feel it that people were going on my goal and they were like, well, Adam's at like $1,200. He's got a $5,000 flexible goal. If he doesn't get funded, he'll keep the money. That's good for him. But I don't want to back this guy if he's a loser, if he's going to just basically not achieve the goal and not make it. So these flexible goals are terrible. That was a major mistake. But in any event, eventually the campaign funded $5,300. It did fund, and then it stayed in demand. It did another almost 100%, actually about 100%, whatever it was, another $5,000 on it. And all the books shipped. They shipped on time. People liked them, got great feedback. And it was cool. It was damn cool. But yeah, $3,000. If people don't have a platform, and John tells people all the time, I'm telling people the same. We got to bring people in. It can't just be the same old customers. But if you come in and you don't have a platform, $3,000 is it, man. Don't go.
Yeah,
looking for
I
more.
set my one at 3000. It just, I think I was looking at like Vaughn or something. I copied everything that Vaughn did. So
Vaughn, I copied Vaughn on my listing graphics. Ted did those also.
yeah, same.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, that's why I have like the little signature thingy in it and everything. I took that from Vaughn. He even gave me the templates. Like I was like, send me
Oh, he's
the
the man.
Photoshop file you did.
He's awesome. Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah, what he did with Monster MD was great. Eric, you have a campaign running now too.
Yeah, I had some extra copies of Flying Fortress that caught some flack on their way to my house, and I have a campaign for them on a discount.
Let me just pull that up real quick.
Yeah,
So
Flying
I'm not
Fortress
sure.
Battle Damaged Edition.
Battle
when it's a book about set in World War II, minor damage on the book is more of a feature than anything else.
So those are more expensive, of course, because they have.
yeah. You're being punished for not getting in early, and you're getting a damaged book. The damage is a overstatement of what's sort of wrong with them. There were just I had some printing errors on some of them, where the
very little minor, little nicks,
little tiny
very
things.
minor stuff.
And those examples are probably the worst I could find.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want everybody to know, if you back it, you're not going to get something that's just been crumpled and stepped on.
Eric, when you first mentioned this campaign, Eric, it was funny because I was like, "Oh, that's the sequel." Like I thought it was the sequel because the title is so cool. So that was just being a little clueless about it.
Yeah, well, I've got a handful of them over here, so it is limited, and I'd thought about doing, eBay or Etsy or, set up a website, but I figure, Indiegogo has the audience already, the reach. I have the mailing list. I can get people there. I can get people secret codes to discount. So like if you backed the first one and you wanted a reader copy or something, you're getting even.
Everyone's getting on that mailing list.
Yeah, get on that mailing list.
Get on the mailing list.
Yeah.
Yeah, John. What's funny is maybe me and Carl do a video about about setting up your own mailing list and make it educational for people. It just helps the community, and it's funny as hell. All right, brother.
I know absolutely nothing about them.
Carl knows everything.
I will take the brand name. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Well, hey, equity, and let's spread it around.
Here's I got a couple of damaged books too. Look at this one here. This is what you would call a misprint. I would think. You could see the top is missing, and there's all this extra silver on the bottom. Okay, but it looks all right. And then you open it, and you go, wait a second here. You printed the book upside down. In addition to that. So this is actually one of the comics. I just found this today in one of the boxes. I was like,
wow.
How did that even happen?
I have no idea. You have to flip it upside down in order to read it properly, And then this is badly cut, I guess. What are you gonna do?
Really, those chromium covers are completely beautiful. It's great to have them back, but yeah, there's something a little bit wrong with that one.
Yeah, it belongs on the island of misfit toys.
Beautiful disaster. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you that one? You're doing your eBay store. Is that up live? Is that live yet, Ethan?
Yeah. We got a couple things up there. We got the ash cans are there. By the way, we're shipping those like they're reaching people within 2 days of order. You can get a team up cover. You can get an ash can set there. And I'm going to put some more stuff up there probably today. Andrea is doing it all. And she's up there right now. She's fulfilling the Wreck Planet posters from the second chance camp. Yeah, we're doing we're learning to fulfill right out of the house. We're thinking about fulfilling Wreck Planet by ourselves. We're talking about it. Because we need to bring customer service back. Using a fulfillment center is not working for us as well. When people ask us, where's our books? We don't know. We have to go to the fulfillment center. That's not a tenable situation for Comicsgate. We need to have tracking info. We need to know where everything is all the time. We need to make sure that people get their books. So we're talking about doing Wreck Planet. We're fulfilling everything ourselves so far, but we're talking about fulfilling the big Mama Jama. Which is gonna be insane. John, I'm doing a first day only tier. I'm doing two big featured tiers for Rec Planet. The first one is going to be everybody knows about this, the executive honeycomb box. It's got everything in it, one of everything in it, and one thing that nobody else can get, and that's Ultimate Blood Honey. Do you remember that Avengers book that was actually gold foil embossed image of Vision on it or something like that?
Yeah, with a blue logo.
With a blue logo. I don't think it had it. It was just the logo. I think just popped out. Maybe embossed. It was in black, embossed. There's no line work on it. We're going to take the original Cyberfrog jumping piece. We're going to do a gold embossed Ultimate Blood Honey, which is going to be printed on much better paper, and it's going to contain 1999 in it too, or 1998 in it too. So
that'll be like 100 pages.
80 pages, because we're going to take out the back section. The sketch portion is going to be in there. It's just 80 pages with all of that. And then every book in a magnetic box that looks like a honeycomb. You open it up, it folds out into a big Cyberfrog image, and it's got all your books in it. That's a $200 perk that's going to be available the whole campaign. We're going to do a day one only, though. A day one only book, which is going to be the chicken box tier. And it's going to be just a cardboard box that looks like fast food takeout with the chicken logo on it. And you open it up, and there's going to be one limited edition cover that's only available for 24 hours. And it's the Backstab cover, because we're launching on the Ides of March. So I'm actually working. I just started. I sat down to start drawing in now. It's Cyberfrog just getting stung in the back, and just it's only chromium, only available for 24 hours in the chicken box. So it's going to be badass. And these are the kind of I want to have fun this time. I want to just offer things that are just off the wall, that are just cool, collectibles. I'm hearing from people on my mailing list, people who were emailing me going, I'm collecting all things Cyberfrog. So, it's like, if you put it out, we're buying it. And just make sure you let us know. So that's going to be the thing.
Tommy Sarkinian in chat says, do 48 hours. I kind of lean with that as well. First 2 days are like your big days.
No,
like
just the Ides of March. It's only the Ides of March. It's the day that Caesar was murdered. Yeah, that's the point, where it's only going to be 24 hours on Sunday, this coming Sunday, and that's it.
Just so you guys know, Tommy is Comics for Everyone Tampa. He's that guy always out promoting us.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Cool,
Tommy's awesome.
Ethan, that sounds amazing. You're definitely upping the game to the level 11 on a scale of 10. On how that's going to come out promoting. It's going to be big. It's going to be, and it's going to lift all of our. It's going to lift all our sales. That
we just have to have fun. Deadwood Dale's lying and saying his chromium's late. That's a lie, and it's a lie. You got it shipped to you personally, and and by the way, and you got a campaign shipped to you that hadn't even begun fulfilling yet, and you're still going to get another one, Dale. I want you to know that we didn't take your name off the list, so you scammed 2 of them. 2 for 1, and that's
Dale is hysterical. He's like in every chat. He's really funny these days.
He's a pain in the balls. Let's just be honest with him.
He gets attention. He gets attention. He earned it. Ethan, just on your misprinted comic there, for the fact that you just launched the eBay store too, it may be a good idea. Stu in the chat was saying he'd bid on it. It's a very rare misprint edition. There are misprint books that do go up.
I don't want to do that.
You don't want to deliver it? Okay. Yeah.
No, it's stupid. Yeah.
People do love whatever comes out there. Well, all right. So guys, we're going to have Rec Planet coming up. That's going to be huge for us. Huge for Comicsgate. Ethan,
we're going to be out there promoting it like hell, Adam. I mean, that's Rec Planet is going to be it's going to be big. It's going to be a big campaign. I've got surprises all planned all through it. I mean, here's the thing, the position that we're in is we have a little money left over. So we're able to plan this stuff and take a few chances and then create good product. We're going to do another 2 trading cards if we can get to a certain tier. We're going to do 2 villains instead of the 2 heroes.
Very cool. Yeah, I got my Heather Swain.
You got your Heather Swain card?
Yeah. Andrea sent it. Really nice. Yeah, that and there was somebody that was in one of the chats that was saying that they didn't get their Cyberfrog book. And if anybody has a customer service question on any of your stuff, any of the Cyberfrog stuff, it all goes to which email address does that go to?
You can send it to any email address that you have. We're like picking off individual problems now. This was a 30,000 package campaign. And so, yeah, sometimes it seems a little bit overwhelming, but I think we're really narrowing it down and solving all customer service problems. I think by the end of March, we should be, everybody should be completely taken care of. That's the goal.
But that crucial fulfillment, is that yours or that's the other guys?
That's the fulfillment center. And the problem with them is they're not answering emails. They're sending out books. And so people are like, I haven't heard from them. I didn't get. Well, I mean, I told them, I said, look, you've got to say, got it. It's on its way. And if you have a tracking number, do that. But this is the reason why we'd rather just do it ourselves.
You could control everything that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And keep all the money too, because it's expensive. Fulfillment is expensive.
It is. It definitely is. But you'll get incredible experience doing it. And I know John is fulfilling Graveyard Shift too when he does it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna
Mark did the first one. I'm doing the second one. I'm going to see how it goes, if I can speed it up, and what kind of problems are involved with it. And then I'm going to decide whether or not I'm going to do fulfillment for other people's campaigns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've looked into it. There are other resources. It gets complicated very fast, and it's definitely a massive project.
Yeah, and the more extras you have packing in a box, the obviously the longer it takes. We ran into that with Flying Fortress the first time around. And we had pre-packaged all of the extras in their own, bag and board, but then there were still some that were still needing it. So that really slows you down if you've got a lot of extras.
Hey, I wanted to ask Ethan. Ethan, I know you're super busy. Did you get a chance to see the Call of the Dead trailer yet?
No, play it.
Oh, definitely want to see your 2 cents on it. So this is from Ted Zagaro, and he worked everything I asked for and more.
You got the audio on?
Well, usually, but Carl corrects me, and then we eventually get it working.
Great art. Wow.
And he's doing these videos for a flat rate of $250, and he doesn't mind that info being out there. So if anyone wants to get one of these videos made for their campaigns, $250.
Man, I want to do a trailer for Wreck Planet that just shows and I want to use Frankie Valli's "The Sun Ain't Gonna Shine Anymore" as the background music, and it's just "The sun ain't gonna shine anymore," and just
well, I will tell you this. Ted is really good at sampling other music and then altering, if he has to, pieces of it. If it's just like a little thing that would fit perfectly, and then eventually, whether it takes 10 attempts or whatever, getting it through YouTube's approval process. So yeah, I mean, you can hit him up. I'm sure he would be thrilled to help and work on it and make something gorgeous. But I love what he did, man. I love what he did. You can show the trailer anywhere. It represents the property well. It represents Comicsgate well. And I'm not going to ever do another campaign that doesn't have a cool video.
Yeah, I hear you. The video is important, and you keep it short. You know what I mean? Keep it under 60 seconds, and keep it exciting. Yeah, and we're I think everybody's doing that lately, except for Zach. Zach's videos are insufferably long.
Long form.
I almost did what he did. I almost went ahead and did like a long, here's why I'm so passionate about this thing. And it's like, that's Zach. Zach can do whatever Zach is Zach.
Zach
And
is
he
still
had
going to do great. People love Zach's personality, but yeah, for everyone else, like the shorter the better. If you can make it 15 seconds, I got a 15-second pitch for I can't remember what it is, but it works great. I put it on all my videos. Is it for my sign up?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen them. Yeah. The stuff you put together is very good.
Just boom, 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 quick, because people don't want to sit through it. They get impatient, but the shorter the better.
This one we're at, people are watching through, like according to YouTube stats or whatnot, pretty well. And we have a 30-second version of this, but you lose some of the timing elements. And Ted's a musician first, and he also did video editing for some music videos and whatnot. So yeah, there's a story that could be told with it. So we just love what it is. I didn't go too nuts on the variants. I actually went a little further nuts, Ethan, on the variants, but I didn't offer all the covers. We just did the one main cover with the color. The color worked out nicely, right, Ethan? On this,
It looks. I mean, it looks beautiful, and I got to say, the interior art in that trailer looks dynamite. Looks really, really good.
Yeah.
The interior. God bless Kyle Ritter, that angel from above, that he helped on some of the color ideas and just kind of making the translation right, getting the mood right. And then the colorist, she went in and kind of did everything. He gave us feedback a couple times, and then past that, she was able to kind of get her palette down and nail it. So yeah, the whole book is completely done. All script, letters, colors, everything's finished. We're doing the layouts so I could do some test prints now. Scheduled to ship June 2020, and I picked June 26th to really just take it to another level and just show people, yes, this 48-page full color book is done, and it is going to be shipping on time that day, and we can keep that promise. So wow. Yeah, man, yeah, cool. We may ship it early. That's a possibility. But
is this the same artist you had on the first one?
100% the same creative team, same artist. Okay. The only thing new is Farah doing the coloring. And the story for College of the Dead Graduation Day picks up right where it left off from the prior book. But now I have to go back probably and color the first book so that ultimately we can keep these in print and do, more books. I also want to, I tell everybody I want to see sequels. We need those sequels to build momentum with our stories. And Graveyard Shift 2, fantastic. Cyber Frog 2, fantastic. This is my College of the Dead book 2, will be fantastic. But then I'm going to do at least 2 a year. I'll do at least, not at least, we'll do 2 a year, 2 new color books, and bring it forward. Somebody in the chat suggested, what do you guys think of this? Somebody in the chat yesterday suggested College of the Dead Spring Break.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Right? That's another. I need an excuse to show this, guys. I need an excuse to show a girl, very healthy young woman, looking great, and zombies. If you gotta have some girls mixed in with your zombies.
As many as possible.
Yeah.
Right. As many as legally allowed. And then on this campaign, we're also offering the first book for anyone who missed it, and this ash can. But this was from the first book, the full script with photo reference, and then the rough layouts that the artist did. And that's another 100-page book that's part of the campaign. And that allows people to kind of really see how we make the comics. And we sold a little more than 70 of those books the first time around. And I was glad people got them. They gave me really good feedback on kind of understanding how the book's getting made. It's helping some writers and some amateur writers kind of also understand, how the layouts work and how they can communicate better with their creative team. Ethan, you had full scripts you were working from when you were like DC most of your career, right?
Yep.
And you would contribute to it, I'm sure, and you guys had feedback and conversations back and forth. But creators really need that kind of a guide to kind of have some sense of how they're going to put their book together and get stuff going.
Mm-hmm.
So, tonight I will be on the Great Sweet Cast, 8 o'clock. I'm going to be on RT Bear's channel. I'm not sure of the time because he's Pacific. So I think it might be 7 p.m. EST. Can't say for sure. And then, more channels and stuff. The Comicsgate community is amazing how they support everybody. It's Pretty damn
Absolutely.
cool. Pretty damn cool. You know, and I'm also finding, and I found it this way, is the more I can do to support somebody, it just comes back tenfold. So we're always out there helping everybody else out too.
Sowing seed.
Yeah. And look, there's going to be so much we can all do together as time goes on. There's not a thing in this universe that Brian Polito can do that we can't do, or anyone else. And obviously, Ethan showed like #1 crowdfunding comic comes through Comicsgate. It's Ethan's talent, but it's also the community supporting it. So we have something nobody else has, and no one else is going to be able to replicate. So
yeah, building up back catalog
Absolutely.
is going to be very important, and I highly recommend everybody focus on that. Getting your volume 2s and 3s and etc. out there, because especially if you're hiring people, the work is paid for already. So that's where you can actually start making a little bit more profitability off of your campaigns. But if you just stay on one campaign till doomsday, then you're, in my point of view, is you're bleeding yourself to death. So
you're saying like you'd like to see people, John, you've been in publishing, in the industry.
not in publishing. I've worked for publishers, but
but
the money is going to come on the back end, and because all your money on these initial campaigns for the guys that are out there hiring people, a lot of that is your creative costs, and then your printing and your shipping, and your profit isn't so great on that initial campaign. But on the follow-up campaign where you have your volume 1 to sell with your volume 2, all of a sudden you're doing a little bit better. And the further along you get with that back catalog stuff, especially when you start consolidating volume 1s and volume 2s and 3s into single books, and selling those at like say 25 or whatever you choose, that's where you're really going to be making your money at.
Yeah. That's why it's awesome too. People don't, when I was saying you'd been in publishing a long time, you're just meaning like, the industry. Hits don't just happen, all the time. So if you get a hit, if you get something that works, you need to do more of it. Because I have other projects coming, GI Jackrabbits, the Mermaids and stuff like that in various states of production, other stuff. I don't know how those are going to do, and there are people that'll buy my book just because I'm me. But there are people that are interested in the property and the story. They want to know more about what's going to happen with these characters. So College of the Dead 3 has to happen. It's really important to maintain that continuity. And also, hopefully, the same creative team always. Javier already agreed to draw it. And I'm sure Stefan will write it. I have to just give him a buzz. I just hadn't talked to him yet. But we got to build that back catalog. And it's also great for people to see, like, oh, well, how many books has any one Comicsgate title done? So far, I think we're at 2. But
we'll be at 3 this summer. Graveyard Shift Volume 3 is launching in June.
Phenomenal. And look at the difference, guys. Even discounting the variant, which was a huge success for Graveyard Shift 2 and a huge success for Comicsgate. Even just the first book doing 174, I think it was 1,000 or 173.
106 on the first book, 174 on the second book. I do believe
almost 100% increase, and then the variant coming behind to just take that thing into the freaking stratosphere. So when you're doing Graveyard Shift 3, you never know what to expect, of course, but we expect a lot, and those numbers are going to be there. That'll be. So you did like just under 250,000 on Graveyard Shift 2 with the 2 campaigns combined.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah.
Wow, fantastic.
And if Volume 3 comes out, I'm hopeful we'll do anywhere between 100 and 200,000. So, but with the lineup that I have coming up, I'm actually feeling pretty good that we might even go a little past 200,000. We'll see. I don't want to get my hopes up or anything like that. 100 to 200,000, I'd be completely comfortable with. Yeah. And
you also have your, I don't want to say the name wrong, your Barbarian book.
Well, it's not very barbarian. There will be elements of the bare bones of it was Thundar the Barbarian. But I've called it Project Thundar, and that's still considered a placeholder.
Okay.
But yeah, I started with the idea of creating a world where you can have, just like in Thundar, you can have black magic, black science, monsters, hot chicks, and you could have a cowboy thrown in, and it doesn't look necessarily out of place. So yeah.
Interesting. Do you know when that is scheduled? Is that going to be for 2020?
That's going to be in the fall. because I wanted to do that in the spring, but because I'm also doing this crossover book, I need time to sit and develop Project Thunder still. So I just figured with Graveyard Shift, it's already in motion, that I can put that out first, and then this fall I'll do Project Thunder, and that Project Thunder will be written and drawn by me.
Oh, that's fantastic. So all John Malin in that book.
Yeah,
that'll be your. Do you have another release for this year, or it's going to be those two?
Well, the crossover book that Ethan, myself, and Richard are doing. Yeah. So
excellent.
Yeah. So I'm hosting that campaign. It's not like my campaign, but I'm hosting it. Yeah.
Cool. I saw Ethan published a list of his projects for 2020, and it's very aggressive and it's phenomenal. It's like to the limit, but it's not too much. Ethan, you recall off the top of your head what it is? Even it's a lot of stuff. It's awesome.
Well, it's not that many things. It's we got Wrecked Planet, which is going to eat up most of my year of drawing because I've got to draw Wrecked Planet and Death's Sting, the Salamandroid 20-pager. And then we're going to put out Warts and All, which requires me to write essays, essentially, and organize this hardcover. That's coming out in June, the campaign. Both of those books we aim to ship in December. I think we're going to ship Wrecked Planet in November this time, but even still, I'm going to put the date like 2021 so I can't get messed with by SJWs. And we're going to launch Rainbow Brute at the end of the year, 2020. We're going to launch the campaign.
Oh, wow.
Either November or December, so that we go ahead and I think it's probably going to be towards the end of November. So we fulfill that campaign early in 2021. 2021, we're doing Cyberfrog 3, Red Extermination. We're doing Cyberfrog 4, the Green Supremacy, and we're launching Fearsome, which is being drawn by Kanan White right now.
Nice.
Kanan White is phenomenal. He's phenomenal.
Now he's already started on that, right? Fearsome.
Promo pieces. He did a cover, and I'm meeting up with him. Antonio Bryce is going to script it. It's going to be my first IP that I let go of and let somebody else do. I'm going to plot it and I'm going to oversee it. I'm going to make sure it looks the way I need it to look because it's in my head. It's been in my head for a long time, and the visuals are important. Trying to explain them to Kanan is a challenge. You know,
impossible.
It is impossible. I might actually have to draw things, and that I want to avoid that. If possible.
No, you don't want to do that.
No, I want to only draw frogs and barbarian fairies for the next few years. So that's it. It's a lot of stuff, but sprinkled in between, we're going to do variant covers. We're launching Vengeance of Vampirella today, and
cool.
Yeah. That'll be a short campaign, but we're going to launch that one and just always keep Cyberfrog product out there.
Yeah, so people are always aware, and people like to buy and support the stuff they like. So it's always great when there's new stuff. And if it is too long in between, people forget about it, get distracted, or they kind of fall in love with something else. So you gotta be there when people want to spend money, and support it, because you look at what people did. Cyberfrog, people invested in Comicsgate, invested in Ethan and Cyberfrog. Ethan took all that, delivered his book. All variants, all versions, everything's shipping. And now he took his success and he reinvested it in just kind of giving back to Cyberfrog and the community. So to the extent that can continue, that's gonna see a lot of great stuff. It's really neat.
I hope so. Looks like NASA Rabadi is launching a new campaign in 4 days.
Do you have something to share? Okay,
I'm on his email list, so he just
Oh yeah.
Welcome back to comics, Nasser. We knew you were coming back.
Yeah, I remember seeing that the other day.
He might notice
on that promo piece where Ethan and John are stabbing him in his back.
Oh, really?
Did you not see that?
I talked to him about it. I'm like, I never stabbed you in the back, you little.
Here I am trying to say something nice about the little shit. Then I find out he's drawing little cartoons about me.
It was like him rising from the grave, and he had a gladius and a wolf blade in his back.
Absolutely insane. I never did nothing but help that kid out. Never, ever, ever hurt that kid.
Yeah, but we all know we saw hours and hours and hours of it. People are asking to kick Nasser already. But he was funny. I mean, Ethan, that's one thing I was telling guys before, just like being on your show, you do have a way of making anybody interesting, even the people that are uncomfortable being on the show, which was me. I'm just talking about me. But Nasser for sure too, because it's funny because as someone that was watching your show earlier, and Nasser was on a couple times, and it was really entertaining when you had him on, and I was like, oh wow, Nasser has his own YouTube channel, and then I watched him on his YouTube channel. I was like, this is not the same experience.
It's tough. If you have a quirk, I'm gonna bring it out, and I mean, it's like you're gonna become a persona on my channel. When I'm working hard on my YouTube and doing live streams, I'm pretty good about that. I mean, John Malin became John Malin. Everybody knows who John Malin is. If you want to describe John Malin to somebody, his personality is so distinctive, and what he's about, Wolf Milk winning all the time. He's a winner. I mean, that whole thing. I mean, that's awesome. John is entertaining. Nasser is now. Sometimes if you have a quirk like Nasser does, or Mike, or Doug, or any of these guys, you might not like the treatment that you receive on my show, because your quirks are going to come out and be caricatured and cartoonish in a cartoonish manner, and you may yourself become a cartoon. I'm a cartoon.
Everybody gets it. Yeah, we all have to get a taste of parody.
If you can't do it, if you can't become somebody who is a character, then you're not going to have as much success. You'll notice these guys who did become characters had bigger campaigns on my show, because people get it. It's like if it's a sitcom, people want to know who each character is. Well, I'm a complicated individual who doesn't like being laughed at. Well, too bad. It's like you really do need to become simplified and become kind of, it's like, well, all I do is stuff my face with pies every single day. You know what I mean? That's it. That's all you need to know about me. And Nasser, with his kind of robotic sort of, perhaps a little psycho. Well, how would you describe Nasser, John?
A cat smothering weirdo.
Yeah.
A sentient pair of eyebrows.
I mean, that's it. Like the best characters. Those guys were the best characters. Mike was great on the show for a little while. It's like this is how it works. If I worked with everybody a little bit more, we could figure out who people were. Virgin and Insult. Some people are just boring. Period. And there's
I think the good thing about a year or two ago, when we were all on there, what people might see as the old crew, is that we were all different enough that it wasn't just a lot of head bobbing to each other. It was actual conversations taking place, people taking sides here and there, seeing who was gonna actually be the backstabbers and making early predictions. So it's having dynamics between people. And that's why it's so hard. That's why you can't just, put someone in Nasser's place and replace, him or Mike or Doug, because it's hard. There has to be a chemistry there, good and bad.
Somebody like Ro Kabir Kumar managed to find Panboy. You know what I mean? These guys are stars. I mean, these guys are just stars. They are personalities. I mean, Ro kind of explains to his boys on war campaign something perverted, and Pan goes, "Wow," and they all agree with him. It's like it's intensely entertaining. Like these guys became characters, and that's why their show is working. If you have chemistry like that, if you have that kind of charisma, it's going to work out.
Yeah, and it depends on who you're with. Like I can be the guy in the corner going, yeah, on your show. But when I'm with Clint and Vaughn, like it's different. It's different for us. And like, we have a great chemistry between the three of us. So, everybody's got their.
Yeah, that's what makes a good show. That's what everyone needs to be doing, is finding the group that they really, really work with. And hopefully that chemistry, bleeds out into the audience and they respond to that. And then you see huge growth.
Kelsey Shannon is incredible. Just incredible. There's so much talent. I mean, there's some big stars out there. The Jack Show is a great dynamic. I like Clint because Clint's got a sense of humor about himself. I really want to see him dressed like Mr. T.
We're trying to make that happen.
How do
We
we
are.
get Mr. T clothing and a costume?
Well, you can get some plastic gold chains from Amazon. Get a fake feather earring, and you're golden.
I have to
Polish
step
right in
away, guys. My wife is home.
Oh,
And
John, thank you.
congrats, Adam, and good talking to everyone. I will catch you all on the flip side. All right.
I'd see you, John.
Thank you,
See you,
John.
John.
So yeah,
Refresh that campaign. Are you refreshing it periodically?
You know
We're
what? I'm
really
not.
promoting it. You know?
We should be. Yeah, well, good point, sir. Let's do it. All right. We're still at 3170.
How many people are watching right now?
We have 70 people watching.
whoa,
70 is good for this
For a
channel.
live stream today. I do have to do a live stream, so maybe I'll have you on. We'll see what we
Phenomenal. Well, we got a good trailer. You
can
know,
do. The sun ain't gonna shine anymore. Adam
Yeah.
Post.
there you go.
Hey,
Well,
you guys
a little
want to
fun.
see what I'm working on?
Yeah.
This is the cover for Battlebrick Road. It's still in the early stages, but let's see if this will show up.
All right. Solo layout.
So this is going to be
Cool.
Dorothy falling into Oz, surrounded by a cadre of different flying simians. We're not just doing monkeys on this one. We're going to have like gorillas with bat wings and little spider monkeys with feathered wings, and there's even going to be cybernetically enhanced flying apes. So we're going all out with the designs on this one.
It's very cool that you're not just going to just do monkeys. You know, you can go further. You don't have to.
We're
just
taking
be
it a lot
limited.
further.
Don't
I
be
did
limited
a-
by monkeys.
I did an insane Wizard of Oz piece for my college portfolio. It was fucking crazy. I think it's the reason why I got turned down so much, because it was a super sexy Dorothy, and instead of like ruby red slippers, she had like a ruby red katana. Like the blade was like ruby red.
Yeah.
And there was like a man-eating man lion thing. The scarecrow had one of those big Grim Reaper fucking scythes, and then he had a witch's head, like decapitated. The Tin Man was like a giant beast. Then he had a necklace of hearts, like human hearts, ripped out, strung on a necklace. And the wizard was like he was like a Mad Hatter sort of character, where they were all like surrounded in green smoke, and it was like he was drugging these people up and using them as like pawns for his own shit. Oh, and the munchkins were all like weird deformed bondage munchkins, like they were all dressed in BDSM gear.
Yikes.
Freaky.
Yeah.
So that was for
That's
an
cool.
assignment.
It was just for my portfolio for college. I was like 16, I think.
Yeah.
16,
Well,
17.
People must have loved it. The chat's saying they'd love to see it.
It's old. It was like watercolor back when it, like before digital shit.
Before digital. Yeah. Back in the day. Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Absolutely. Carl, interesting as hell. A little sick, but cool. So yeah, College of the Dead. I'm really happy with how it's going. I will get out on other live streams. We'll get this exposed to more people. I appreciate you guys coming in and helping to spread the word. And
Yeah.
every time.
Go
Yeah, go ahead,
the thing
man.
about Comicsgate is you got to expose yourself.
Yes, but not literally, just figuratively.
Okay. Sorry.
Figuratively. Oh yeah, you got to watch out for that, because
Yeah.
misunderstanding, and before you go on you just look at somebody's screen, could be a
Exposing
problem.
yourself helps too, though. You dox that nip.
I think it wouldn't help in my case. It might help in your case.
Yeah.
The ladies do like Carlo Rowe.
The ladies love Carlo Rowe. It's
Yeah.
true. Carl, what if we set up a stream where you did what you had to do and we sell some books?
Just got naked.
I don't think you have to go that far. You could tease it for a couple of hours.
Oh, I do a proper burlesque version of a stream.
Yeah. You just got to get one of those like fluffy boa things, and
I'll buy one of those nipple pasties that have like the little tassels on it.
Oh yeah. Try to get the helicopter going.
You know what we could
Yeah.
do? We could get
Like the end of Elvira.
we can get we can get Martina in here, and Martina Markota actually, is she's a burlesque dancer.
Yeah.
And she could teach Carl live a few dance steps, a few little moves. And I think that would sell a lot of books. That would be a good live stream. A lot of people would watch Martina teach Carlo Rowe how to dance, how to work it.
I
That
do
would
need
be
to learn how to dance.
that would be
horrible at dancing. I could barely
Okay.
walk in a straight line.
That seems like something War Campaign should probably do on their show. It seems like a War Campaign show.
getting Carl dancing.
Getting Carl dancing with Martina, get both of their campaigns going, you know, and yeah, I think it would work. That's my opinion.
I've been
That's
talking to Martina, and I'm helping out a little bit, but just getting organized on Lady Alchemy, and good things look like they're going to happen very soon, which is very cool. So yeah, I think it's a damn good idea. Get some extra attention, and Carl, you do need to learn how to dance.
It's true.
You want to know how to dance. I mean, especially like a sexy burlesque dancer. You know, if we can get that going for you, you can carry that skill anywhere, you know, into your future. So that we'll work on it. We'll work on it.
Yeah, you
Have you ever
gotta show your moves. You know, you gotta let people know that you can. You're more than just an artist on paper. You're an artist
Absolutely.
on the dance floor as well.
Everything I do, everything I do is
dance floor.
Carlo Rowe, artist on the dance
He
floor.
is an artist on the dance floor. Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of people like this idea. People are already excited in the chat about Martina teaching Carl how to move.
Yeah.
Teaching him some moves, a routine.
I will follow up with Martina on this and see if we can get this going.
Mm-hmm.
And then Panboy can help us with the War Campaign hookup. Martina will hook you up with some moves. There you go. She
Yeah.
will. Actually, that really would be funny, wouldn't it?
Well, yes,
It can happen.
you would watch that show. You guys have to think.
Programming.
Yeah. You got to think. You got to come up with ideas. Be entertaining. Martina will hook you up with some moves, says Fanboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I do want to make everyone dance. I absolutely do. All right, I got to get back to work myself.
Pleasure, Ethan.
Do this cover. Adam, you're coming on my show today. I got to go to the post office too. I got to drop off a bunch of packages. You're coming on my show today, Adam, and
We're gonna
this book movement.
done. We'll do it, and if we get on there, we'll have a lot of fun. We'll play trailers, and I appreciate it, brother. I much appreciate it. Thanks for everything then, now, and in the future, my man. I appreciate it. Salute accepted. Yeah, that's our friend Ethan, you know, and John. It's great to have everybody come out and support. And I have been helping Martina get organized with Lady Alchemy, so this would be great promo for Lady Alchemy. Maybe just time it to when she gets her copyright thing resolved.
What? Like, wow! This just suddenly became a. It's not. She
Yeah,
hasn't
it's
even
happening
said
now.
anything about it, and you guys have just completely jumped on this fucking train. That I'm legit going through with this.
I can work. I know she's cool people.
How the
We can
fuck
work
do you?
it out.
How do you?
Carl, you know you're going to sell a lot more Death Sworn.
There's some shit that there's some shit that needs to be worked out before that. Like, how do you teach dancing on a fucking tiny little webcam?
Well, you go to an
Tiny
expert.
little room.
You go to an expert. You don't do it. Look, it would be unsafe to do it without an expert. So you involve an expert.
Well, she's the expert.
Exactly. So once an expert is engaged, it'll be completely safe. Skills will be learned, and Death Sworn will go through the stratosphere.
It will transcend.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just see myself blacking out again, and that'll be fine.
Yeah.
As long as I black out and the stream only stays up for like
Jesus,
4 days.
Roe would promote it a lot. I forgot how much Roe would want to see this happen. That's why Ethan was like, "Oh my God, yeah, Roe would go crazy for that." Well, that's about the biggest miracle I think we could make happen today. So, Carl, we will have our people get in touch with your people for the details.
No, please don't further this fucking thing anymore, please. Please.
Sounds like he's on board, Adam.
I want to get
exactly.
I just want to work on get this book out now.
That's
please.
the sign off. That's the guarantee. That's the
Yeah.
sign off. Carl's in. He's in all the way.
All the way. Both feet.
If you feel uncomfortable with doing it on War Campaign, we could do it on my channel or Martina's channel. Probably we have to see what she says, and then they can snipe it. because I don't know how far Roe will push things. He gets there's no limits when it comes to Roe. I think we'll see. Highly skilled. Roe and Martina, and soon to be you, Carl. So, guys, look for the dancing stream. It'll be coming soon. Support Flying Fortress, the battle damaged edition. No extra charge. A slight discount on that. 28% discount on that for having it been through war. Thank you incredibly
for you.
Yeah, it's already pre-damaged, so that's an extra. That's included. Back Death Sworn, an amazing book by a guy who's about to learn how to dance erotically for the pleasure of rockabilly, mostly. The rest of us will look on and feel bad about it and be like, well, this was a good idea, but poor Carl.
Yeah.
And that'll happen. And also continue to support College of the Dead. It's been amazing. I appreciate you guys. Hitting goal, #1 trending on Indiegogo. I really couldn't ask for more. I am super excited about it. Ethan will have me on likely on his channel when he has time too. We'll get even bigger. I will go on Eric's channel. I'll go everywhere. We'll have a hell of a great time.
Yeah. Love
Sell
to have
books. Yeah, man, it's going to be fantastic. And right now I'm scheduled for Sweetcast tonight at I don't know. I'm not sure of any of the times anymore.
Are you on East Coast?
Yeah, EST.
It should be 10 o'clock your time. I think he goes on at 8 Mountain.
Yes, 8 Mountain. That's right. That's what it was wacky. Yeah,
so
thanks,
I'll
man.
probably be on there with you.
Oh, that'll be great.
That'll
be a lot of
we
fun.
do that show together. So
very cool. We'll get it done. All right, guys. Great seeing you. Thanks for everything, guys. Thanks for taking time out to be on the stream. I really appreciate it. I know you guys got a lot of stuff you always have to do. Yes, hail Gaylord. You can't not say that. That's what it's all about. And hey, it's good to see Nella Possessed around too. Hadn't seen Nella Possessed in a while. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We will see you again soon. And as you know, I like to say, if I don't see you, I will miss you.
later.
Hey,